but Homewood Technical in the seat, cruising home, taking the top spot, stopping the clock at 46.84 seconds for Homewood Technical. This is just the heat of the girls' class 2 4 by 1, 46.87 seconds for Homewood Technical ahead of Edwin Allen and St. Catherine. 47.10 for Edwin and St. Catherine is time not on the board just then. Well, they have switched from St. Catherine. 46.87 the winning time, 47.10 second, and third for St. Catherine, 47.13.
Live champs going on at the National Indoor Sports Center.
That was the first of two heats in the girls' class 2. This is the 4 by 1. Get ready for the second and final heat. In this heat, it will be Manchester in lane 2. They are there. Hydel in 3, St. Jago 4, Vere Technical 5, and McGrath in 6. This is a hot heat. Athletes on their marks. Manchester in 2, Hydel in 3, St. Jago 4, Vere Technical 5, and McGrath in 6. Gunn has sent them away. Great start. This for McGrath on the outside, but making up ground is Vere Technical. But making up ground on Vere Technical is St. Jago on this first succeed. St. Jago comes away ahead of Vere Technical, but here comes Hydel on the inside. They've covered Vere Technical and gaining on St. Jago. Hydel for this penultimate succeed. They hand over the baton in the top spot. So it is Hydel and St. Jago on the third leg, but St. Jago holding off Hydel for the final exchange. It is St. Jago and Hydel for the final exchange. It is St. Jago and Hydel. They're bunched together, but St. Jago having an advantage on the outside. St. Jago will come through and will take the girls' class 2 4 by 1. St. Jago takes the head of Hydel and Manchester. 46.69 seconds for St. Jago, 46.70 seconds. That is the official time for St. Jago over Hydel. Hydel's time is 47.03 seconds. As get ready for no heat 1 of the boys class 3 4 by 1. 45.11 seconds is a record from St. Jago done back in 2016. In lane 1 is Edwin Allen. They are there. In lane 2 we have St. Catherine. In lane 3 is Homewood Technical. In 4 Denby. In 5 Jose Marti. In 6 Mount St. Joseph, which I think they have not been there. Let them surprise me. Let them surprise me. No, they have not surprised me at all because they are not there at all. They're missing in action in 6. And then in 7, Vere Technical. Look to see if Vere Technical is there. But they're not there. In 7, So Mount St. Joseph and Very Technical missing in action. I see lanes 1 through to 5. Edwin in 1. The boys class 3, 4 by 1. St. Catherine 2. Homewood Technical 3. Denby 4. We have Jose Marti 5. And Mount St. Joseph. Well, that's it, because the Mount St. Joseph has not been at the championships this year. Athletes asked to stand up. Starter again. Taking their sweet time, though. They have been ahead of schedule. So I guess that's one of the reasons they are using a Central Athletics tracker to feed the championships. Ewan Scott, who is the assistant starter, is having a word with the athlete in lane 5 from Jose Marti. Seems like everything is okay. So once again, they've been asked to go into their respective blocks. It's the first of 3 heats in the boys class 3, 4 by 1. Top team in each heat plus the next 5 best times. Athletes. The gun has sent them away. The first of 3 heats in the boys class 3, 4 by 1. Get to go well is Homewood Technical on this first leg. They've gained somewhat on Denby on their outside. Not the greatest exchange from Homewood Technical. Oh, poor exchange. They've dropped the baton. Homewood Technical, they've dropped the baton. St. Catherine is going well. Or to Edwin Allen, but on the outside is maybe a surprise though that Denby on this penultimate exchange. But here comes St. Catherine. Denby, St. Catherine and Edwin Allen on this third leg. Denby on the outside, St. Catherine on the inside on this final exchange. Boys class 3. Edwin also there with St. Catherine and Denby. And the red flag goes up. The red flag goes up. But St. Catherine and Denby heads towards the line. It's going to be St. Catherine ahead of Denby taking the top spot. And then Homewood Technical, they're back on the pack. And not the greatest exchange on the first. So they don't have a red flag. They have a black flag that goes up. So box number 3 showed a black flag a short while ago. So because of that, something is wrong. And the team will be disqualified in this event. That's the first of 3 heats. The next heat coming up is the penultimate heat. As certainly the second of 3 heats coming up. You have Manchester in 1 and 2, pardon me. And Charlemont in 3. And in 4, York Castle. In 5, Bustamante. In 6, San Diego. And Jonathan Grant in 7. See Jonathan Grant, we see San Diego, we see Bustamante. In 4 is York Castle. They're there. And 3 of Charlemont, they're there. And Manchester in 2. So in terms of 6 teams for this start, 6 teams listed for this, the penultimate event. And this is interesting. 4 by 1s. After the 4 by 1s will be the 400 meters finals. And that will close out Central Championships on day 1.
Box 1, Mr. Starter, all yours.
So more athletes are walking across the field. Athletes starting behind their respective blocks.
Open for girls. Final call for you at the call room.
Garth Gale in the house, the Jamaica Athletics Administrative Association president. He's in the house. He's also the principal of Charlemont, who competes in lane 3. Will they do something special for the principal? That's a big question for Charlemont. Can they do something special for the principal who just arrived? Hoping as he may.
Set.
So Gunn has set them off. Great start. This for San Diego. It's heat number 2. And San Diego doing well on this first lap. Has covered Jonathan Grant. Oh, great exchange for San Diego on the back stretch. They're moving well. Fogelwood also there. But San Diego, this is the boys class 3, 4 by 1. St. Jago again, not the greatest exchange, but they are in front on this third leg, coming around the bend. They're all alone, St. Jago, cruising around. Yorkcastle is also there. So is St. Jago on the final exchange. Yorkcastle on the inside, they're in second, but St. Jago with about a 12-meter lead, cruising home, taking the top spot, stopping the clock at 45.01 seconds. Yorkcastle is second, and in third, coming through, looks to be Jonathan Grant. That's the top three, 45.02 seconds for St. Jago. Yorkcastle's time not on the board just as yet, but 45.02 seconds on this penultimate heat in the boys class 3, 4 by 1, 45.02 seconds. So it's a new record as it stands. 45.11 is the old mark, and if that stands, it's a new mark. 45.02 seconds. It was St. Jago's mark of 2016. Second, 46.77 seconds for Yorkcastle. And in third was Jonathan Grant. And no time on the board just as yet for Jonathan Grant. Now Jonathan Grant's time comes, 48 on the board. And it was switched right away. So the next heat coming up.
Lane 5, Kelly. Lane 6, Patience Golding. Lane 7, Fern Court.
So we get ready now for the next heat. Third and final heat. The boys class 3, 4 by 1. Claude McKay in 2. Bridgeport in 3. Greater Portmore in 4. Kellets in 5. You have Patience Golding in 6 and Fern Court in 7. I'm looking to see Fern Court though. Is there a team in lane 8 though? I said team in lane 8. And is that Garvey?
Who is in lane 8?
I'm looking to see if that's Garvey Marcel. They're in full black. Looking to check. Johan Scott is saying lane 8. Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey in 8. So next 2 minutes we end this report here. And remember, but we won't end right here from track alert. We'll be continuing to the end of the day. So the third and final heat coming up.
All yours, Mr. Starter. On your mark.
This is class 3 boys, 4 by 1. Claude McKay in 2. Bridgeport in 3. Greater Portmore in 4. Kellets in 5. Patience Golding 6. Fern Court, they're in 7. And Garvey, Marcus Garvey, they're in lane 8.
Stand up.
So Jan Scott going over to talk to some of the athletes who are not looking comfortable. Lanes 5 and lane 6. That's Kellets in 5. And in 6, you have Patience Golding. So let's check in the blocks, make sure that he's comfortable in the blocks. And that's good officiating, to be honest. Because they're just class 3 boys, so it'll be hard and fast on them. But hopefully we can get this race on the way. This is the boys class 3, 4 by 1, the final heat on the cards. Class 2 has 3 heats and class 1 also has 3.
Set. Stand up.
So again, some problems happening. This time in lane 4. And lane 4. Showcases Greater Portmore.
On your marks.
Hopefully we can start the race right now. Get this out of the way. This is the final heat in the boys class 3, 4 by 1.
Set.
A clean start for the final heat. This is heat number 3. Marcus Garvey gets out well. They're in lane 8 on the inside of Marcus Garvey. Looks to be Fern Court. But Marcus Garvey extended well, but Fern Court has gone past Marcus Garvey. Also on the inside, moving well, looks to be Bridgeport. Bridgeport on the inside. Bridgeport and Ferncourt and Bridgeport. Ferncourt on the outside, Bridgeport on the inside. Bridgeport in the full red coming around for the final exchange. It will be Bridgeport handing over the baton in the top spot. No, it is Ferncourt just ahead of Bridgeport. So Bridgeport on the inside, Ferncourt on the outside, and Ferncourt strides away from Bridgeport and stops the clock at 46.48 seconds. That is the flash time for Ferncourt, taking the final heat in the boys class 3 4x1. 46.49 seconds is for Ferncourt taking the top spot. So that was a good run in the boys class 3 4x1. It was won by Ferncourt on the outside. Bridgeport made a run on the inside, but it was not to be, though, to be honest, on this day. Next event on the track is the boys class 2 4x1. 3 heats coming up. Class 2 and Class 1. The record here is 41.43 seconds, set by San Diego back in 2018. I may say the same team from 2016 set that record in 2018.
Are we ready with the Class 3 boys?
Or the base of it, though. So,
Class 3 boys, are they ready? Who are you waiting
in
on?
terms of lane assignments, Bridgeport in 1, Homewood Technical in 2, St. Catherine in 3.
Class 3
You have
boys,
Clarendon College in 4.
long jump.
Am I seeing Clarendon College?
Ferncourt.
Clarendon College is there, but they don't know which lane is he in.
Area.
Now goes into his lane. Doesn't have a baton, though. In 5, Manchester. In 6, it's McGrath, and 7, Greater Portmore.
Come now to the presentation area.
Bridgeport in 1, Homewood Technical in 2.
Heat number 1.
This boys class 2 4x1.
On track. 41.43 is the record set in 2018 by San Diego. In lane 1, Bridgeport.
Is Homewood Technical missing? Seems like they are.
Lane 3, St. Catherine. Lane 4, Clarendon College. Lane 5, Manchester. Lane marks.
Class 2 4x1. First of 3 heats. Homewood Technical missing in action. Bridgeport in 1. In 3, you have St. Catherine. In 4, Clarendon College. In 5, Manchester. In 6, McGrath. In 7, Greater Portmore. Gunn has sent them away. Great start from Greater Portmore. This is boys class 2 4x1. Clarendon College gaining somewhat, but Manchester moving away from Clarendon College. But Greater Portmore with a brilliant exit. Manchester come away, so too Clarendon College on the inside of Clarendon College and St. Catherine. So for this penultimate exit, St. Catherine hands over the baton, so too Greater Portmore on the outside, but no, Clarendon College trying to go through St. Catherine and Manchester on this third leg for the final exchange. It is Greater Portmore out in front. Clarendon College, another clean exchange with St. Catherine on the inside. That's it, top 3. But here comes Clarendon College from third, and they're testing for the first. And it's going to be St. Catherine ahead of Clarendon College, and then Greater Portmore, followed by Manchester, 43.91 seconds. This for St. Catherine over Clarendon College, 43.92. St. Catherine gets the bacon ahead of Clarendon College. Clarendon gets the win. I thought St. Catherine had got the win. So they're checking it now to see, because I thought, though, St. Catherine had gotten the win ahead of Clarendon College. So 43.92 seconds is the official time. So Clarendon College given the winners
for heat number 1
ahead of St. Catherine, though.
43.92.
So they've looked at it took some time to look at the clock and look at the picture. And Clarendon getting the win over St. Catherine.
44.51.
So Clarendon College came like a runaway train, though, but didn't think he caught him on time. 43.92 seconds for Clarendon College, 43.92 for St. Catherine.
Championships presenting the medals. That's the class 3.
That was close. I'm even looking at it right now. It was very close. Had to take your time to decipher who came out on top. That's the first heat of 3. The boys class 2, 4x1.
5.52. And the gold medalist, the Naval Reed of St. Catherine, in a record leap of 6.01 meters.
So Penina Reed of St. Catherine, 6.01 meters. Second, the gold. The boys class 3 long jump.
Thank you so much, Excelsior, for your kind sponsorship of the Central Athletics Championship.
Next heat on the track, boys class 2, 4x1. Very technical, should be in lane 1. I don't see, yes, they are there. Let me not say I don't see them because they are there. Denby in 2, Bustamante. They're in 3. In 4, you have San Diego. In 5, Edwin Allen. And in 6, you have Jonathan Grant. And in 7, looking on, is Ocho Rios High. And Gavin Maceo is in lane 8. Gavin Maceo in lane 8. The penultimate heat, the boys class 2, 4x1.
Lane 7, Ocho Rios.
41.43 seconds is the record held by San Diego High.
On your marks. Stand up. Leander Reed, the record holder for the class 3 boys. Long jump, 6.01 meters. On your marks.
So athletes go into their respective blocks. Very technical in 1. Denby, Bustamante, Edwin Allen, San Diego, Jonathan Grant, Ocho Rios, and Gavi Maceo. Full field for the penultimate heat. The boys class 2, 4x1. And a clean start and a great start looks to be Ocho Rios High. But now moving well is San Diego and Edwin Allen. Bustamante on the inside for this first exchange. It's Edwin Allen, a brilliant exchange. This boys class 2, 4x1 on the back stretch. Then be making a move, but Edwin Allen moving away from San Diego. Edwin on this penultimate exchange. Oh, a brilliant exchange for Edwin. That was low. And then San Diego. There is Edwin moving away from San Diego and Ocho Rios High. It is Edwin Allen on this final exchange in the boys class. So this is the 4x1. It's Edwin Allen out in front and moving away from the rest of the field. San Diego is second and it's going to be third. Forgo, 43.62 seconds.
43.62
So taking the top spot is, wow, that was a good run from San Diego. Edwin also in the mix. Ocho Rios shone bright though.
Final call for triple jump women or girls. Triple jump open for girls, competitors.
It's going to get even louder when it comes on to the 400 meters as day 1 winds down at the Central Athletics Track and Field Championships, G.T. Foster College. The final heat comes up in the boys class 2, 4x1. Claude McKay. So San Diego athletes is having a word. As they look on. Claude McKay 1, Marcus Garvey 2, Ascot 3, Charlemont 4, Foga Road 5, Kellett 6, Central 7, and Tatius Golding in lane 8. The final heat coming up. The boys class 2, 4x1.
Ascot lane 3, Charlemont lane 4, Kellett lane 6, Central lane 7, Tatius Golding lane 8. Official.
Athletes are just looking around.
Claude McKay lane 1, Ascot lane 3, Ascot.
So Claude McKay in 1.
Ascot lane 3.
So that's making some adjustment.
Lane 3.
So Ascot in lane 3.
Charlemont lane 4.
So,
Ascot lane 3.
so the,
Charlemont lane 4. Foga Road lane, Kellett lane 6. Box 3. Box 3. Box 3. Box 3.
So Fogo Road should be in
Lane
5.
1, Claude McKay. Lane 3, Ascot.
So just a little mix up there. They start with Ascot and Fogo Road. So Ascot not in this race. They were scheduled for 3. Well, they're wearing the same jersey though, same color I should say. So no athlete or no team is in 2 and 3. So you have Claude McKay in 1, Charlemont in 4, Fogo Road in 5, Kellits in 6, then Central in 7, and Tatius Golding in 8. Gordon has said no way. Great start for Central. Oh, the button comes up out of Kellits. The athlete falls out to the hands of the athlete from Kellits who was running the first leg. But Central hands over the button in the top. And he falls over. Central loses the button. What's happening here? On the outside, it's like Tatius Golding. On the inside, Fogo Road on this penultimate exchange. Tatius Golding and Fogo Road. It's certainly Fogo Road coming around the bend. On the inside of a Fogo Road, looks like Charlemont. But Fogo Road is there, but coming through looks to be Claude McKay trying to sneak through. But it's Fogo. Oh, Fogo Road almost threw away the button. And Claude McKay comes through. They're in the top position. Claude McKay is coming, but so through Charlemont. And it's close between the two. Between Charlemont and Claude McKay. It's close. 43.57 seconds. I can't believe what I just saw. Wow, a lot. The youngster for Kellits started to relay the ball. The button slipped out of his hand. He had to turn back for it. And then on that second exchange, Central, on the first exchange, Central gave away the button. On the final exchange, coming around Fogo Road, he didn't know where he was. 47.
The others will have to wait on time. Charlemont, the winner.
So Charlemont coming through on top, 47.23.